Hello, good day, and welcome back to the Data Meets Fun channel, where we discuss all things data. And today I'm going to be beginning a series on machine learning. I'll be releasing a series of videos on machine learning, and I want to begin with an introduction to machine learning. Um, Everyone is talking about AI. You've heard of ChatGPT and all the variants that exist, and you might be wondering, why is it suddenly so popular? I will talk about what machine learning is in this video, why it's become, more mainstream over the past few years, the different branches of machine learning, and things to expect in the coming videos. But before machine learning, what were we doing? It's important to understand where we were before we arrived at where we are today. So, before machine learning, we were basically using what is called rule-based systems. Okay. And what this means is that we human beings, after examining a field over time, were able to understand how things operate and come up with rules and use these rules to make decisions. Okay. So we have a knowledge base, which is what we've seen over time. And from this knowledge base, we create an inference engine. This is where we create certain rules. And with these rules, when we see new data, we're able to answer those new data, answer questions about the new data. So you can think about healthcare, right? After many years of doctors treating patients, when they see new cases, they're able to apply certain rules to say, based on what we know, this looks like malaria or this looks like HIV. So rules are derived from expert knowledge, right? And rules are pretty much hard coded. Rules don't change easily. Okay, they're not very flexible. They're very hard coded. They are very set in stone, and they change. They hardly change. If they change, it takes a lot of time before changes, can happen. You can think of it in healthcare, think of it in construction, think of it in assembly line, in manufacturing. You have rule-based systems for producing goods. Okay, they are very dependent on the data sets that have been seen, data that has been seen over time, which doesn't have a lot of variation. What this means is that if there are changes, these kind of systems are not able to adapt with changes because they are very specific, very set in stone, very hard coded. But then we are in an age where things are changing. There are systems or there are fields where this kind of system can work, but there are other fields that are very dynamic, especially with people relations, different types of knowledge, information. We need other systems that are not very hard coded, very rule based. We need something more flexible. And this is what brings us, into machine learning. But why are we able to do machine learning today? The first thing is that we have so much data. There's so much data available. Everyone is tweeting, sending messages, posting on social media, generating tons and tons and tons of data. So we have a lot of data that is not the knowledge base that we saw before. So it's not just specific data that is seen by one expert. This is data shared across millions of people, right? Also, we have much more computational power. You can't compare the laptops and the phones that we have today with what we had 20, 30 years ago. So now we have powerful machines that can do more intense calculations on the data that we have that are available. We also have advanced algorithms. So scientists have been able to come up with very clever techniques on how to use this computational power to make use of the data that is available. We have cloud computing, so more computing resources. We have a lot of tools, a lot of libraries that can help us, harness the power of this available data. And of course, we have research and education. Everyone is learning about um, coding and AI and machine learning. So it's not something that is now set aside for only a few experts. It's something that's now freely available to a lot of people. I know medical doctors that are doing something in the machine learning field. I know engineers and microbiologists that are doing something with machine learning and AI. So education is now freely available. Everyone is learning about it, so everyone can apply it, right? So I will give you a bit of definition. We have a hierarchy when it comes to artificial intelligence. We have AI, artificial intelligence at the top. We have machine learning inside AI. And then we have deep learning, which is inside machine learning. What AI or artificial intelligence simply means is that machines are able to do some kind of tasks that were before now reserved for mainly humans. So artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence. When we are using machines to make decisions that used to be exclusive to only human beings, we say we are applying artificial intelligence. Robots doing things, softwares taking decisions, reasoning, learning is artificial intelligence. Okay. And then machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence where we train different algorithms to recognize patterns in the data to make predictions and decisions, right? Without being explicitly programmed. We are going to look at this. I would talk more about this in the coming um, videos. And then deep learning is a specialized type of machine learning where we use what is called neural networks. This is a specific type of algorithm, and we mainly see this kind of specialized deep learning being applied to image recognition or voice recognition. Those kind of tasks is where we apply neural networks. So we have AI, which is the broad field of machines doing human um, intelligence tasks. Then we have machine learning, which is a subfield, and then we have deep learning. Okay, so what are some examples? What are some examples of machine learning? When you open your Netflix and Netflix recommends a movie for you to watch, that's machine learning in action. And these are what we call recommendation systems. Or when you open Facebook and Facebook says, oh, maybe this person should be your friend. Maybe you know this person. Or on LinkedIn, recommendation systems are examples of machine learning. We also have voice assistants, like when you say, hey Siri, do this for me or do that for me. Your email spam filters, when Gmail filters out spam, that's an example of machine learning in action. Personalized advertisements, you Google something and then you go on YouTube and you start seeing ads, that's machine learning in action. Autocorrect when you're typing is machine learning in action. Fraud detection, self-driving cars, facial recognition. Some of us have phones now that can unlock by just looking at our face. That's machine learning in action. Healthcare diagnostics and smart home devices. These are a few examples um, of machine learning in action. So I want you to think of your everyday life and try to figure out what have I been interacting with that might, fall under these examples. Have you experienced any of these examples? Did I miss any examples? Let me know in the comment section, right? How do we build machine learning models? How can you build a machine learning model? Or how can I build a machine learning model? There are 5 easy steps. The first thing is to recognize the problem. Okay, so maybe I'm working for um, an organization and I have to think, or I have to identify the kind of problem that we are facing that might require a machine learning solution. Okay, if I work in a bank and people are coming to take loan from that bank, can I have a machine learning solution that automatically identifies whether people are good candidates or bad candidates to receive loans? Okay. Um, if I own a business, can I do some kind of targeted advertisement? Does this fall under a machine learning task? So you have to identify the problems, and there are problems in healthcare, there are problems in business, there are problems in politics and governance. There are a lot of different domains. So I want you to already start thinking of a problem that might be solvable with machine learning. Okay, think, is there a problem that I'm facing in my work that I could solve with machine learning? After I identify the problem, the next thing is to find the data. What is the relevant data to solve this problem that I have identified, right? I'm going to be showing you different platforms where you can find data, different data. You can find data on healthcare, you can find data on electricity, you can find data on fashion. I'll be sharing different platforms where you can find data sets. After you've defined your problem, you've collected your data, you have to prepare the data because data is messy. Data doesn't always come clean. So there's a lot of preparation that has to happen. Make sure that the data is clean. And then we now develop the machine learning model. We evaluate it to make sure that it's good. And then we deploy it, meaning that to make it accessible for others to use. So this is the life cycle, or these are the steps. Find the problem, find the data, clean the data, develop the model, evaluate it, make sure it's good, and then we share it. And in the projects that we'll be doing in this course, we'll be going through all of these steps. Okay. So these are the topics that I'll be covering in this series, in this machine learning series. We'll look at supervised machine learning. We'll look at unsupervised machine learning. There are two types of machine learning, and I'm going to be discussing these two. Under supervised, we'll look at regression, we'll look at classification, and we'll look at deep learning. Under unsupervised, we'll look at clustering, we'll learn about dimensionality reduction. These are the 5 broad topics that I'll be discussing in this series. Okay, so just to summarize what we've learned in today's video, that we used to use rule-based systems, but now we have transitioned to machine learning systems because of enabling factors. And these enabling factors are available data, very powerful computation, and more advanced algorithms to work on those data or to make sense of those data. We also saw that machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, or AI, that trains algorithms to recognize patterns and make predictions, right? We saw that machine learning is around us, we use it, we interact with it, we gave some examples, and then I also gave you a challenge to think about how you interact with machine learning on a day-to-day basis. In the next video, we would start looking into what is called supervised machine learning. And I hope to see you in that next video. Let me know if you learned something new from this video. Let me know how you've interacted with machine learning in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.